So let's talk now. We've spoken a bit about, why we're talking about fiber and the benefits to it. Let's talk now about, one versus the other. Realistically, there are two types of fiber that we speak about, and these are the two types you're going to find certainly in our industry. Single mode versus multi-mode, not to be confused with single strand versus multi-strand. Okay. Single mode fiber is literally just a very tiny glass core of 9 microns in diameter, protected by 125 micron glass cladding, or a kind of a mirror around that. This is true for any fiber optic cable, not just Clearline. All right. So a glass core of 9 microns with a single beam or a single mode of light shining down it, that's a single mode fiber. You may have several of these in one bundle to make a multi-strand single mode solution. All right, so single mode, not to be confused with single strand. Okay. On the flip side, we've got the multi-mode, right, which is, comparably speaking, a much bigger core diameter, 50 microns instead of 9. Can't see it with the human eye. You cannot compare that with the human eye. It's just simply too small. But realistically, you're talking about almost 6 times the size, the core. And that gives us the ability to shine several different beams or modes of light down it. The challenge with that is that if you shine several beams of light down something, you'll see on the diagram here that the blue beam goes a very direct direction, and the black and the red, they get there in the end, but they all arrive at the other end at a different time, simply because they're covering a different distance. Okay. So there's a microscopic difference in timing that those multiple beams of light get to their destination. So that causes a phenomenon called modal dispersion, which requires some fixing or some calibration with the hardware. So what that means to you and I is that multi-mode fiber's limitation is in its distance. Okay, so multi-mode fiber is generally used for shorter distances versus single mode fiber being used for longer distances. All right, and we'll talk more about that in just a second.